It's the Molly Jolly Show.
Hello girls and boys, welcome back to episode 6 of Molly's Big Decision, my brand new book. And here's Molly. Hello girls and boys. So Molly, what did you get up to yesterday? I did some gardening, don't you remember? Oh, yes. Yes, I think I kind of tried to block it out. Carmen, that's not very nice. Well, Molly, we sort of kind of got a bit mixed up, didn't we? Well, yes, I was helping you do the weeding. I was helping her do the weeding, girls and boys, and you see, I've got to say, her pot plant was such a mess and overgrown that I accidentally pulled everything out thinking it was weeds, but it was parsley. Yeah, it was parsley. But in my defence, it didn't look like parsley, it looked like weeds. Now, Molly, that's a little bit cheeky. Yeah, I know. Well, Molly, I have to say I can't blame you. I actually let that parsley grow way too long, didn't I? Yes, you did, Carmen. But anyway, it's all forgiven now, isn't it? Yes, I forgive you, Molly. Now, will we read the next chapter to the girls and boys? Yes, I'd like that. Okay, all right. Well, let's read chapter 6 of your story. I'll pop you up here. So I've got some hands to read the book. This chapter's called A Cryptic Note. Molly chose the path that led to the village church. She crossed a little white bridge and hopped along the stepping stones that led to the church. She knocked on the door and waited. No one came to answer, so she knocked again. Still no answer. I'll just have to remember to come here again on my way back to the palace, she decided. Molly was excited about the mysterious brown box at the post office. What would be written on the slip of paper? She would have to be patient. The post office was on the other side of the village. Perhaps I can trade some green tokens for a bus ride and get there quicker. Molly headed for the bus stop. She rounded a corner and jumped with fright. A small boy on a bike narrowly missed her and smashed into a tree. Molly raced over to the little boy. Are you all right? Molly asked kindly as she helped free him from his bike. The little boy whimpered. He noticed his foot was bleeding and he started to cry. Molly handed him her handkerchief and then remembered her tokens. Well, what do we have here? She asked in order to take his mind off his foot. Peering inside the pouch, Molly noticed 3 of the red tokens glowing brightly. I have something very special for brave boys like you. She took the 3 tokens from the pouch and handed them to the young boy. Here you are. You can keep them. His eyes lit up. Thank you, he said in a small, weak voice. Molly helped the boy to the front door of his home and went back for his bike. The young boy's mother appeared at the door while Molly was busy with the bike. Thank you so much for caring for Bobby, she called. I've never seen him recover that quickly after an accident. Where did you get the glowing red tokens? Molly wheeled the bike into the yard and she explained that the tokens were given to her by the king. It was her job to give them away. The boy's mother listened to Molly as Molly told her all about the king and his invitation to join the royal family. I hope you make the right decision, the lady offered. Good luck. As Molly left the boy's house, she did a quick count of the tokens. Only 15 red ones remained. The 6 blue ones were for the village church. She still had 10 green, 8 brown, 4 pink, and 13 yellow. 13 yellow? Weren't there 14 before? Sure enough, 1 yellow token had disappeared. Had it fallen out of the pouch when she was struggling with the bike? She went back to where the bike crashed and looked down on the ground. She couldn't find it. Then she remembered. The king said the yellow tokens would disappear whenever I tell people about him. One must have disappeared when I spoke about the king to Bobby's mother. Oh my, it's all coming true. How exciting. Molly couldn't wait to get to the unmarked box at the post office. What kind of secret message would she receive? The bus trip cost Molly 2 green tokens, but she figured it was worth it. Molly hurried across the busy street and stepped into the post office. She found the unmarked box tucked away in a dim corner. Reaching into her golden pouch, Molly selected a brown token and dropped it into the slot in the box. Nothing happened. Perhaps it's jammed, she reasoned. She placed another brown token into the box. Still nothing. She leant closer to the box to peer inside. It was completely dark. Not wanting to give up, Molly decided to keep putting brown tokens into the slot until something happened. She had 6 left, so she put them into the slot one by one. It wasn't until the last brown token dropped into the box that a slip of paper popped out of the thin slot at the front. Molly reached for the paper and read, "Dear Molly, today someone will be unkind to you. Still show them my love. If they rob you of something, give them some red tokens anyway. By this you will please me. Love, the King." Molly had expected something exciting, like a treasure hunt clue, but this note sounded more like some kind of warning. Molly's heart sank with disappointment. She didn't want somebody to be unkind to her. She'd experienced enough unkindness in the orphanage to last a lifetime. Her thoughts began to run away with her, and she started to worry. What did the king mean when he wrote that someone would be unkind to me and rob me? Will they hurt me? Her heart started to pound wildly in her chest. She shoved the note into one pocket and looked down at her precious golden pouch. Biting her lip with concern, she tried to squeeze the pouch into the other pocket, but it just wouldn't fit. Somehow she needed to keep the tokens safe. Perhaps they would be stolen like the clue suggested. Clutching the pouch tightly to her chest, she quickly looked around the post office. She was alone. Maybe I'll be safer inside a shop where I'm surrounded by people. She paused for a moment to think. Mrs. Tidbit's Tea Rooms is always a cheery, friendly place. I think I'll go there and buy a milkshake. With a quick check over her shoulder to make sure no one was following, she headed off in the direction of the tea rooms. Right now, Molly needed to feel safe. A strange thing happened as Molly walked along the street. Her shoes started making a funny noise. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. It sounded like horse hooves. The noise got louder. Molly turned around and realised the sound was indeed a horse. Molly saw Farmer Fred slowly driving his horse-drawn cart towards her. He looked tired. She noticed that fruit and vegetables were being tossed out the side of the cart. Weird, Molly thought. The road isn't bumpy. As the cart came alongside, a flying banana landed in her hands. She laughed. There on the back of the cart stood a grinning little monkey clapping his hands. He seemed so proud of himself. Poor Farmer Fred had no idea. Molly noticed music playing off in the distance. Of course, she remembered. The village fair is on this week. Farmer Fred must be heading there to sell his fruit and vegetables. Well, what was left of them. Instead of continuing to the tea rooms, Molly decided to follow the cart to the village green. And that's the end of chapter 6. So, Molly, what are you going to do tomorrow? Have you got any plans? Oh, no, not really. I hope it's not going to be another boring day. Well, is there anyone you could make a card for? Oh, yes, I could make a card for Susie. All right, what kind of card would you make her? Oh, I need to make her a get well card. Why do you need to make her a get well card? Because she's sick. Oh, is she? She's sick. Yes. Okay, well, I think that's a lovely idea. Have you got some pencils and some cardboard and some glue and some pretty things you could stick on the card? Yes, I do, Carmen. I'm going now. I'm going to make her a card. I may make her a big card or a little card. I'm not sure what kind of card. See you, girls and boys.